Aishwarya, Chaitra, Pooja, Gaura, Kavya, Yubi, Pratibha, Archana, Deepika. Yeah. Pooja HC is joining now. So, eight are there to start with. Let's start with us. I'm going to start sharing the screen. Yeah, we were talking about the various tools, in fact, three important tools of media relations. Of this, we have noted the press release or news release by the organization, sending out on-site brief information or message about the proposed activities or events or announcements or campaign of the organization to the media to be carried in their respective mm, mediums. The second tool is press conference. We have noted two things about press conference, and here how to set up, how to organize, how to prepare for and coordinate and organize a press conference. We have listed 11 different steps that's there on your screens. In fact, we had discussed it till sixth point or seventh point, yeah, preparing the spokesperson to deliver the message, who has to speak on behalf of the organization, who has to address the journalists or the media persons who have assembled in the press conference, who are attending the press conference on your invitation. You have to identify the spokesperson, and the spokesperson will normally be a senior management personnel depending upon the topic or depending upon the area. For example, the again going back to the finance minister's press conference, since this is related to the economic and financial stimulus package being given out, finance minister was designated by the government to address the press conference, and she had prepared, along with the help of assistance from her team, she had prepared herself with all the information, all the data, all the announcements, etc. Similarly, if it is with respect to health, probably health minister would have come under this the press conference. If it is about the transportation or aviation, civil aviation minister or transport minister have come under the conference. So the organization will have to pick and choose the spokesperson to address in the press conference, speak in the press conference, and the concerned chosen spokesperson will have to prepare himself or herself for the conference. He or she will have to be fully prepared, fully conversant with the message, because there would be a lot of questions being asked by the media personnel, clarifications or questions raised, and you should be in a position to answer those questions. You cannot say, I don't know, because you are representing the organization. So you have to be well prepared, the spokesperson will have to be well prepared to deliver and communicate the message, choosing the moderator for the conference. One probably a PR officer probably will coordinate, or media officer will coordinate on behalf of this organization. He has to invite all the people, he has to distribute the handouts, he has to invite the chief spokesperson to speak to him, then he has to maintain the time also, then he has to invite the questions, he will have to choose whose question will have to be answered, whose questions will have to be ignored, etc. So somebody to moderate the whole proceedings of the country. You cannot expect the finance minister to all these things. Somebody from the finance ministry, from the IND ministry, or if it is an organization, someone from the media division or the PR division will moderate. An officer or a representative will moderate the whole proceedings from start to the end. Finally, he will have to thank the media persons for their attendance, and he has to request the media persons to give maximum publicity or propaganda in their respective channels about the message covered in the press conference, delivered in the press conference. All these things the moderator will have to manage. preparing the background materials. Of course, what you are going to speak probably will speak from a prepared text. Then you may have to have additional information to give clarifications, to give additional information. You might have briefly given in your statement, in your address to in the press conference, you might have briefly stated that we are going to give 40,000 crores to MNREGA program, and details of this 40,000 crores being given to whom, what time, to which states, for which type of this one migrant workers, what type of works are being contemplated in MNREGA. All these details we have to. You may not directly speak unless it is asked or details sought by the media person. So you need to have sufficient materials, background materials, right, in support of the message being given or the announcements being made or whatever you are addressing the press conference, because these materials are required to clarify the doubts or the queries raised by the media persons in the press conference. Practicing the roles with the members of the group. Press conference is a very, very transparent face-to-face issue. So there should not be any mishaps or embarrassing situations or mistakes or omissions or forgetfulness, etc. So it is always better, at least to begin with, the PR and the media relations staff should prepare to rehearse as to how to conduct, whether they are going to cover this in the given time, who is going to moderate, who is going to speak, how in what order we have to read the questions, whether it is from national channels and then state channels, whether it is from English newspapers and then the local newspapers, whether it is from international media persons or national. All these things will have to be worked out, will have to be practiced, so that your press conference will pass off without any hitch, without any, because sometimes these press conferences will be telecast live, so you cannot make any mistakes, any goof-ups there. So you have to be very cautious, very careful. You have to be very, very professional, including the dress you wear to the press conference, the body language you maintain in the press conference. Everything gets relayed instantly across the globe, across the nation, especially on account of electronic media people attending and the live coverage of press conference sometimes organized. So it is better you rehearse or practice this at least in the initial few press conferences to organize and conduct. And preparing the visual aid, sometimes you have seen, besides reading out a prepared text, the spokesperson or the person addressing the media person may show some graphs, some tables, some PowerPoint slides, etc. So if your press conference covers these things, it is better to have visual aids instead of simply reading out the statements, which might not be picked up properly. Some people might not hear properly. Okay, so it is better to have visual aids wherever it is required to enrich your presentation, to enrich your message, conveyance of your message in the media conference. So these are some of the indicative steps you need to organize as PR professional, PR representative. You have to state so that your press conference will be effectively conducted and the message you intend to convey could be effectively communicated to the media persons to be carried in their respective media. So it is necessary to know these 10, 11 steps. They cover right from our invitation organizing to the conducting the press conference. I find 11 people who have joined now. Judith has joined at last. Once in a full moon, she also has made it a practice to attend this session. Very good. Tanya has joined. Sonia Ganesh has joined. So the latest number is 11. Still one short of yesterday's attendance. Okay. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Tanya. You're all there? Hello, Judith.
Sir. Yes,
Hello,
sir.
Judith. Nice to see you all. Nice to hear you all at least, because all of you have the practice of muting your videos. All of you unmute your video once. We want to see whether you are all there. All of you unmute the video. I want to see whether you are all healthy, you are all keeping well. I want to confirm. Yeah, I can see Danya. Danya is dancing, right? I can see Danya. I can see Kavya, Yubi, then Chaitra, of course. Then Srikriti Gowda. And there is Rachana. Unmute your video, Rachana. Otherwise, I will mark you absent. Then Pooja Gowda. Well, very good. Judith, at last I could see Judith after 2 months. Hope you are doing well, Judith. I can see Pooja.
Yes, sir.
Pooja, Hetsi, Aishwarya, Jen, of course, she always keeps her video unmuted. Then who else? That's all. Pooja Gowda, Aishwarya. Pooja Gowda again muted her video. Probably she doesn't like her teacher to see her. Pratibha, where is Pratibha? Pratibha, unmute your video. Otherwise, I think you are absent. You are not attending. Yeah, yes. You are walking around the kitchen and house or what? Pratibha, where are you sitting? Yeah, I can see. Okay, okay. Srikriti Gowda, I can see. Hmm? Very nice, very nice. I'm happy to see you all. So, stay safe. Hmm? Take care of your health. Yeah, Rachana, I can see. I think she is using her mobile. Again, Danya, you are using mobile, right, Danya? Hello, Danya.
Yes, sir.
Audible. Yeah, okay, fine. Take care, right? Once in a while, it is better to see you all because all are students. So I want you to keep safe, keep healthy. Fine. Let's go back to this. Now, social media. I think not much is required to be told about social media. I am conversant with various parts of social media, especially over the last few years. What do we really mean by social media? It refers to interacting with other people. Of course, any relations, media relations involves interactions with other people, either by the organization with its audience, or by an individual with an organization, individual with another individual, another group, etc. So it essentially involves interacting with other people by sharing information with them. Right? You have certain information you want to share with them. They have got certain information you would like to receive, you would like to hear from them. Right? So you are going to share the information with them, by them, and receiving information. So there is an exchange of information. You can see that's where we make use of the, the, the present day social media. So social media essentially refers to interacting with other people by sharing information with them, receiving information from them, whichever is of our interest, right? So that's social media. You know these things better than me. Now, what are the characteristics of social media you have been using? Probably you are aware of these characteristics. Participation. There will be complete participation of the people. I am using WhatsApp, means I keep sending messages, I keep sending SMS, or I am using Instagram, means I keep sharing photographs, or if I am using microblogging site, that is Twitter, I keep sending out short messages. If I am using Facebook, I am sending out my posts, right? Or I keep making certain lives. I might be having a YouTube channel where I keep posting the videos, etc. etc. So there will be a participation. It is not like you sending out and forgetting about this without having any connectivity with the other party, the receiver. There will be continuous participation of both the sender of the message and the receiver of the message simultaneously, mostly simultaneously or concurrently. So one of the important characteristics of social media is it facilitates, right, participation by constituents of this exchange activity, this information exchange activity. And it is openness, though privacy could be maintained, in many cases, the messages sent across could be available in the open domain, in the public domain, unless you specify that it is going to be private or it is going to be meant for only those to whom the message is being sent. Otherwise, most of the messages are in the open domain. Anybody can participate, anybody can view, anybody can see your messages, your posts, your photographs, etc., etc. So that is one of the important features of social media. Conversation. It is possible to converse. Whether it is WhatsApp, you can chat, or whether it is Twitter, you can follow, or you do Facebook, you can again have the chat, SMS, you can chat, you can converse, right? It is not one way, it is a monologue, it is a dialogue, that is both the parties keep talking, keep chatting each other, or you can have video calls where you can directly view the person and talk to him, unlike the traditional phone calls, etc. So there is what is called a conversation, as happens in case of a telephone, whether you are using mobile or whether you are using any of these other media, you can continue to converse, talk to each other continuously. That is possible in case of social media and community. There will be a group. Social media, when we use the word social, means there is a community, there is a group, right? It facilitates that kind of socialization. You have your WhatsApp group, you have the members there, you might be the member of different WhatsApp group. For example, here in Synergy, you have all the 16 plus other 3-4 faculty members or the members. So this forms a community. So this WhatsApp group is a community, right? And you might be having your Facebook friends, that itself is a community. You might have joined or you might be following certain Facebook groups. That itself is a community of which you are a member. So social media promotes community of interested people. You can join the community of which is concerned with, say, music or horticulture or gardening or any fine arts or even finance or HR or competitive exams, etc. Any of these things you can join depending upon your interests, priorities, and preferences. So social media essentially promotes kind of community among the people exchanging the information and connectedness. You always remain connected with this, unlike the traditional conventional modes of communication where no such continuous ongoing connectivity is present. In case of social media, there is always a connectivity. When I am online, you can make out and you can send the message. When you are online, I can make out, I can send the message, right? So you can stay connected whenever you want. You can stay disconnected whenever you want, right? You go out, you go offline, and you'll be disconnected. But when you come online, you'll get suddenly communicated with all the members of your team. They keep sending you messages. You can send the message and inform them that you are online now, so that you are in a position to receive the messages, etc. So there is the possibility of continuous connectedness between different or among the members of the community. So these are some of the characteristics of social media. You are quite conversant. I am sure you don't require much explanation. Social media essentially promotes participations of the members. It is an open media accessible to all unless otherwise strictly preferred. There would be a facilitation for conversation through chat modes and other modes. Normally, there will be a community of interested, like-minded people, individuals, organizations, and there will be groups or communities of for different areas. One can join, one can leave the communities depending upon one's preferences and comfort level or convenience or requirement. And there will always be a continuous, seamless connectedness. You are staying in Tirthahalli and you can, right now, you can send a WhatsApp message to your family member or relative in US. Right away, that much of seamless, borderless connectivity can be established with social media. So these are some of the features of social media we require to understand. And the social media, several social media, there you have from the bottom, you can see you have messaging groups like WhatsApp and Instagram. In WhatsApp, you can send messages, right? Photographs in Instagram, you can again send photographs. Microblog, you can send short messages. In Twitter, if you have a Twitter account, you can share your videos on YouTube and other similar channels. You have purely social news like Dick and Reddit now. These are all the old examples. There are several news, social news channels across the media. You have bookmarking sites where you can open-ended editing you can do. You can go on adding, you can go on correcting. And of course, Facebook and LinkedIn, especially Facebook is for general and LinkedIn is for more professional social network. Most of these listeners probably are aware, right? How many of you have got Instagram account? Hello? How many of you have got the Instagram account? Anyone having this Instagram account? Anyone having a Twitter account?
No, sir.
You have. Fine, good. Especially these days, it might be required. And if nothing else, at least open your account in LinkedIn. It will help you in your professional career, in your professional development, etc. You will have a lot of connectivity, lot of inputs, lot of leads, information about jobs, companies, pay scales, right, requirements, skills required, etc. etc. You will have access to a large community of professionals who are always ready to help the new members in navigating through these sites. Please make use of this tool, but be careful while using social media. Don't leave out any private personal information. Avoid posting your day-to-day whereabouts, your day-to-day activities. Avoid using family members, especially children and girls' photographs on these media sites. I know you are all aware of this precaution. Please take care and make use of social media to the best advantages for personal and professional development. Now, these are the benefits claimed for social media. One who is a member of social media, one who is using one or more of these social media platforms, whether it is WhatsApp or SMS, Simple, or Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. etc. The benefits are like that, very low cost, very at least no cost in fact, for the data, right? Now even this data is mobile data is easily available, free available. So you can send your message across at a very low cost. Organizations can send bulk messages, right, across hundreds and hundreds of people in no time without any cost, with very least cost. You can send the message, you can send WhatsApp message across hundreds of people. Unlimited access, especially now with the IT and communication infrastructure being spread out across the country. We have unlimited access to data, we have unlimited access to the social media. Any time of the day, we can go online and we can go offline. We have that facility, and it is very simple to use, except for the initial hiccups. I think these media are very easy to use, not much technical issues involved. Now you are seeing even migrant workers carrying mobile phones, etc., using WhatsApp, right? Registering themselves in Seva Bandhu, right? Booking tickets online, etc. Everybody, or most of you are very conversant in ordering goods to these e-commerce sites, right? Home delivery sites, etc., etc. So they are quite simple to use. Maybe initially you might be having some problems, but once you get used to it, social media is very, very simple to use. Global reach, as I told you, across the world you can connect instantly, without any loss of time. You can reach if you have their number, you have their WhatsApp number, uh, Facebook account ID, Twitter handle, hashtag, and etc. You can reach them. You can send a message to anybody and everybody across the globe. There are no borders. There are no seams. That's why it is called seamless reach. So And contact building, of course, through this by joining the communities, by joining different groups, by joining different professional groups like LinkedIn, etc. You will be able to develop the contact. You will come across new people. You will come across like-minded people. If you are interested, you can continue the contact, or you can snap the contact. You can come out of this group. All such flexibility is there. So social media facilitates, promotes, enhances this kind of building contacts with others, right? So we want to have the contacts. Flexibility, it is very, very flexible. It is not fixed. It is not rigid, right? You can change everything. You can open new accounts, you can close your account, right? You can go private, you can go public, you can send a message during the day, during the night, without any consideration of time zone, etc., etc. You can send it to anybody. You can send in any language, right? Even in vernacular languages, these things have come. But kind of flexibility is there in social media. You can do anything and everything with social media. That is kind of flexibility you have got. Measurable. You can always keep measuring the number of messages you have sent, the number of amount of data you have consumed, the time you have spent on social media, etc. etc. Everything is measurable. Your activity on social media is measurable. It's being measured. It can be counted, etc. etc. So that you can space, you can organize your activity on social media. So these are some of the benefits. You are all aware of these benefits. So you know these benefits. You need to refresh your knowledge. And how do we work with the media when we know that this media, social media, is available and it is so it offers so many benefits? Working with media is an excellent way to promote participation in ongoing work of the organization, especially with social media. Especially, you can take part on an ongoing basis. You can take part in the activities of the individual or the organization. You can look at the websites of the organizations, and there are provisions for posting comments. You can post, right? You can use the other Facebook account or other accounts of social media accounts of the organization. You can interact. You can see details, you can see clarifications, etc. etc. If it is what is that, a Facebook account of the ministry, etc., the local administration, you can look at the things they are doing, the messages they are sending. So you can daily participate. There will not be any disconnect between the organization and the audience, or the audience and the organization. If I want to see what is the latest COVID status, there are a number of websites. I can visit those websites where I can find out, right, what is the number of active cases, how many are there in quarantine, how many are in home quarantine, how many have been discharged, what are the new cases, what is their travel history, what is their gender, what is their age, where everything is available. So that means by using these social media platforms, I am able to participate. Might not be personally, directly, but I am able to participate. I can keep myself informed or updated about the things happening around me. I need not wait for tomorrow's newspaper to know about these things or to send my opinion about these things. I can instantly, you are seeing some of the news channels. There will be at the bottom, there will be a hashtag about that each program. Instantly, while you are watching that program, you can send your message. You can send your message. You can talk about the anchor. You can talk about the participant. You can talk about the questions being posed or the discussion being done or the voice or anything. You can immediately send a message. There will always be hashtag or the Twitter hashtag. That is the kind of participation. Suppose a debate is being presented on channels at times now, you can participate in the debate. They will always but recall see so and so from Shimoga, Karnataka, so and so from Bangalore, writes like this. You have seen, right? Coming like a straw to the bottom. So these things are there, these facilities are there, these participative conveniences are there in case of the present day social media. So that is what we need to understand. And probably it is a new way of working with media. Earlier, we used to receive the newspaper by next day morning, and we used to have coffee and read the newspaper reclining in a armchair in the veranda. That is not the kind of thing now. We are directly participating in the unfolding story about say about the lockdown situation in Bangalore. Right away, I can participate. I can send a post right now. I can participate in the developments taking place right across my eye, sitting in my drawing room, watching the TV, by logging on to the news channels, website, or Twitter account, etc. So that is the power of the media, and we need to learn as to how to work with this media. It is an excellent way of promoting the participation. Right? The ongoing work. Please note this point. In ongoing work, you can follow. It is not that organization has done this and then you give your feedback. Not like this. Why the organization doing this, then also concurrently you can give your feedback. That is the power, that is the facility, that is the flexibility social media offers. This. So that is what I wanted to discuss. Last few points are there, and I hope to complete this in the next class, this unit, and moving on to the last unit, the sixth unit in the next class. So thank you all. I am going to stop sharing this one. So there are 12 people. All I think I have named. Have I left out any names? No. Sonia, I think I didn't see her also. Okay. Fine then. Take care. Right. Keep attending the classes. Hello, you are there? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Hello.
Take care. Thank you. I am ending this session. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shreya.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Danya.
Thank you.
Jodit, Pratibha, Rachana, Pooja, Sonia, Kavya, OS Chaitra.